What's going on, YouTube family? This your man Pristine, back with another video, back with another unboxing. So Blu, you guys know Blu, bold like us. Follow up to the Blu XL Plus that came out like maybe three and a half, maybe 4 months ago. Here before you, ladies and gentlemen, I've got the Blu XL4. Now, I just checked my email this morning, got an email from Blu stating that this device had just launched today. And if I acted quickly, I was able to buy this phone for the precious price of $99.99. Now, given the specs that this thing is housing, the features, the functions, very similar and comparable to what we saw in the Blu Vivo 11 Plus, $99.99? I mean, come on, man. It was a no-brainer. It was a no-brainer. You know what I'm saying? They wanted to give us something else to be excited about. It's the holiday season, and I am sure, timing-wise, that has a lot to do with why Blu decided to release this device right here, right now. This is probably going to make for an excellent gift for some of you guys that are in the market for a new phone. So, ladies and gentlemen, Blu XL4, let's crack this box. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so unboxing Blu Vivo XL4. Now, here are the specs before we crack the box. All right, we've got a 6.2 HD plus, full HD plus 19:9 aspect ratio, 720 by 1520 display. We've got an 80% screen to body ratio, and we've got a PPI pixel density of 271. We've got a MediaTek Helio P22 AI accelerated processor, 2.0 gigahertz octa-core CPU, 32 gigs of storage that can be expanded up to 128 gigs, 3 gigs of RAM, and we are running Android 8.1 Oreo fresh out of the box. And my understanding is that early 2019 or mid 2019, this device will see an Android 9 Pie update along with the Vivo 11 Plus and other Blu Vivo devices, or just Blu products that is on the list to get the update. Now, as far as the cameras, we got a dual rear camera setup. We've got a 13 megapixel primary sensor and a 2 megapixel secondary sensor, which is for AI information and depth of field information while you're taking photos. On the front, we've got a 13 megapixel sensor, and we do have a flash along with that on the front 13 megapixel camera. We've got a 4,000 milliamp hour non-removable battery. We do have quick charge. Now, I believe this is micro USB. I do not believe that it is USB Type C, which, you know, kind of like, okay, you know, you could have blessed us with Type C on this one, Blu, but hey, it is what it is. For $99.99, $100, I'm definitely not going to complain about that. All right. Now, we do have a notch design. I mean, basically, this phone looks just like what we saw with the Blu Vivo 11 Plus. It's a splitting image of that particular device, and it carries out a lot of the same features and functions. All right. So we've got the notch design. We've got a fingerprint reader. We've got face emoji. You know, that's part of that AI technology that you're able to take advantage of under the camera app. And so basically some of the stuff that you're able to have fun with the little face emojis on the iPhone, well, you're able to do that here on the Blu Vivo XL4 if that's something that you're into. Me, I have a lot of fun with it on the iPhone, so I can't imagine why I wouldn't have fun with it here on the XL4. We do have DTS surround sound. Now, interestingly enough, the speakers, there's 2 speakers that are on the back of the device, and you'll see that when I get the device out of the box. So we've got the ear receiver at the top, no dual speaker setup as far as I can understand, but the 2 speakers are on the rear. So curious to know how those sound. I'll definitely be testing those out as well. Okay, we do have a dual SIM slot setup. Okay, dual nano SIMs. This phone is GSM unlocked. I mean, so if you're with AT&T, T-Mobile, Cricket Wireless, Metro PCS, which is now Metro by T-Mobile, and any other GSM network carrier, then you will be able to utilize this device with your SIM card. Okay, if you are with a CDMA carrier such as my apologies, Verizon, Sprint, Virgin Mobile, Boost Mobile, US Cellular, any other CDMA carrier, you will not be able to use the Blu Vivo XL4. So be mindful of that. This phone again is GSM unlocked only. All right. The two colors that you can get this phone in is black and gold. Now that gold looked really slick, but it was not available for me to order at the time of purchase. And again, I believe that I recently I checked, and I know that the price has gone up to $129.99. I'm not exactly sure how long it's going to stay at that price, but don't fear, because the full retail price for this phone is $149.99. So basically, if you bought this phone within a certain time span of it going on sale, which it went on sale today, then you were able to get it for $99.99. And so I'll definitely leave the link in the description if you're interested in getting your hands on this particular phone. Hopefully, you'll be able to catch it at at one of those deals. But again, even at full retail with those specs that I just read off, I mean, there's phones that have these same specs or similar specs that easily cost more than this device. I mean, so again, this is Blu yet again, putting out a good quality product at a great price point. Like I said, it's the holiday season. This is definitely going to make a great gift for someone, or if you're in the market for a new phone for yourself, but you don't want to break the bank, then the XL4 here may be the phone for you. All right. So without further ado, ladies and gents, let's do this thing, man. Let's crack this box. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the artwork and the presentation with the Bizox. You know what I mean? And quite frankly, I mean, Blu, they surprised me, with the Blu Vivo 11 Plus. I mean, the artwork on that device and the box and everything, and it even came with the case that had the same artwork that was on the front of the box. That was dope, man. And I rocked that case over the clear GPU case or TPU case that came in the box. And so we'll see it too at this price point if Blu blesses us with everything in the box, because they're also known for blessing us with cases, screen protectors, pretty much everything that you need. So you're not going to have to go out there looking for a lot of these other accessories. All right. So presentation, you see Blu XL4. All right. Here's the right side of the box. At the top of the box, you just got your serial number, IMI, all that kind of stuff. Blu logo on the back, or on the bottom, and then on the back of the box, here is the Blu smartphone Vivo XL4, and then this video is being recorded with my LG V40, and so the cool thing, while you're recording, you do have the ability to hit that zoom lens, and so zoom in on that really quickly. So if you guys want to read that, just to clarify the specs that I just read off, where they're all here, you know what I mean? So there you have it. All right, switch back camera views. Now let's go ahead and get into this thing. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. All right. Do away with that plastic. Now let's get it. Oh, come on now. Really? Okay, here we go. BlueProducts.com. So if you want to check this device out, then you can get on Blu's website. All right. And ladies and gents, we have the device here. All right. Okay. Here's the device. And as you can see, spec list right there, 6.2 HD plus all-screen design, MediaTek Helio P22, 2.0 GHz octa-core processor, 32 gigabytes of storage, 3 gigs of RAM, camera information, 4,000 milliamp hour non-removable battery, advanced security fingerprint sensor. Hey, and you can see the little notch design right there. Let's go ahead and peel that off. And here is the back of the phone. And so, ladies and gentlemen, here are those speakers that are on the back that I was talking to you about. Kind of interesting. All right, so we'll go ahead and power the device on real quick. And while it's booting up, we'll go ahead and finish the unboxing. And as you can see right there, there's that 19:9 aspect ratio that I was talking about. All right, which is pretty common in 2018. All right, so inside the box, we do have, let's see, so what do we got here? Yes, this phone is micro USB. It is not Type C, but like I said, $100. I'm not complaining about that. All right, here's our wall adapter. Quick charge is supported on this device. Now again, you got a big 4,000 milliamp hour battery, so it's going to take a little bit longer to charge this device up. But that also should provide a lot of battery staying power while you're using your device. Okay, we got some blue earphones that come in the device. So you do see that right there, indicating that we do have a 3.5 millimeter headphone jack on deck. Here's our SIM ejection tool. Little blue Bold Like Us sticker if you want to troll some of your partners that have other Android devices or if they're with iOS. All right. Dual SIM installation guide right there. Blu Vivo XL4. File that to the side. All right, a little bit of poison. Here's that case. All right. Nice little rubber TPU case. Help you keep a handle on your device. Ah, okay. And then we have another case that actually has the same artwork that is on the box. Very nice touch. Okay. And then we also have a tempered glass screen protector in the case. And a little microfiber cleaning cloth. So, again, ladies and gentlemen, when I tell you that Blu literally blesses you with everything that you need, I was not joking. You get all that, ladies and gentlemen. How could you beat that? $100, $99.99, even at $149.99, which is the full retail price for this device. The specs I just read off, everything you get with this device, yeah. Those of you that are in the market for a new phone, you might want to take a look at this. If you're looking for a gift, but you don't want to break the bank, you might want to take a look at this. All right, now here is the device here. Very bright. My understanding is that this phone gets up to 440 nits, which this thing is extremely bright. Jesus, I mean, it's probably on max brightness right now. So I'm definitely going to look to turn that down. But as you can see, 19:9 aspect ratio. And okay, so I'm not able to access. Okay. Corner to corner, 19:9 aspect ratio. You do see that notch right there. Here is our 13 megapixel sensor. Here's our ear receiver. We do have a little LED light indicator for your notifications. All right. Right side of the device, we've got the power button and the volume rocker up and down. Top of the device, we've got nothing but that 3.5 millimeter headphone jack. To the left of the device, we've got nothing but the SIM tray. And again, I mentioned this is a dual nano SIM setup. So you can put two nano SIMs in here, or you can put a nano SIM and an SD card for memory expansion up to 128 gigs. Bottom of the device, we've got, oh, that's a little notch right there. I like that. It's kind of like a little ridge, if you guys can see that. I like that. I like how that's done. Looks very good. Okay, so no antenna lines that I can see. Micro USB port right here. Little noise canceling microphone right there to the back. Bumpy cam, my bad. And then on the actual back of the device, like I said, here are those two bottom back speakers, which a lot of people don't like the placement back there because a lot of people are holding their phones like this, or if you're looking at content, you're holding it like this, and so you can very easily block the speaker. But again, I'll test those speakers out and see. I know that LG had some phones that had some speakers on the back, and that was not a problem. Those speakers were extremely loud, and I'm talking about a single speaker. So maybe these are, I hope these are two speakers. It could just be one dedicated speaker and one noise canceling mic. So we'll see. Here is our blue logo, perfectly placed fingerprint sensor, and then here is our vertical camera lenses, dual lens setup. Here's our LED flash right here, 2 megapixel lens right here for depth information and AI information, and then here is our 13 megapixel primary sensor right here. Okay, so it's English start. Connect to mobile network. Yeah, I haven't popped one of my SIMs in, so we'll just go ahead and skip that. Setup as new. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna go ahead and plug in my information right now. I'm gonna pause the video, get it to the home screen just to see, what type of bloatware that we're looking at. I don't anticipate there being a lot because Blu typically doesn't put a lot of bloat on their devices, but I am curious to see what does come on the device and then check to see exactly how much storage we do have out of the 32. We know that we're not getting 32 gigs of storage, but I want to see exactly how much storage that the apps that are preloaded on the device take up. All right, so I'm gonna get things set up. You guys hold it down and I'll be right back. All right, y'all. So we back in, got everything set up, and as you can see, as soon as I cracked the phone out of the box, we did have a system update, and you can see right there, your Blu device has been updated to the latest software version available. Hit OK. Okay. And so these are just some of the prompts. Long press on any empty spot, enter a desktop setting, change the mode of launcher. Okay. Locate the app. Okay. Boom. All right. So here we are to the home screen. All right, y'all. So let's see. Okay. All right. So if we scroll to the hard scroll to the right, this is going to bring up Google now. And since I haven't loaded up anything, it's going to take a second for that to load up, but we don't need to see that. Swipe up. This is how you get to all of your applications. Okay. And as far as I can see, as far as bloat, I mean, we got Amazon Shopping, which is definitely an app that I use, so I'll keep that. Blu Help. Let's see. Data clone, which is just an easy way to transfer data from your old device to this one if this is your new device. Let's see, File Explorer, Music, Next Radio. So we do have an FM radio here. We got a little Notes app, Opera. Opera is basically Blu's launcher. You know what I mean? Well, it's it's their browser, I mean. Okay, so we'll go ahead and hit accept. And this is where, if you want to look up some information, then this is where you go. Okay, so Opera is there, which it's a Blu product. I mean, so I was expecting that to be there. We got Prime Video, SIM Toolkit, Sound Recorder, Torch, which is a flashlight, application video, and YouTube. I mean, so and actually YouTube is a part of the Google suite. So not a lot of bloat, ladies and gentlemen, from what I can see. Again, as you can see, that 19:9 aspect ratio, there's that notch. Now, for those of you that despise the notch, those of you that want to get rid of the notch, one of the main things that I loved about the Blu Vivo 11 Plus was if you wanted to do away with the notch, sure, you can go in settings and disable it and enable it. But Blu, they make it simple for you. You just simply swipe down on the top. Yep, don't remind me again. Swipe down on the top left and the notch goes away. If you want to re-enable the notch, just swipe down on the top left and there's the notch again. Okay, so now swipe down, that brings you to your quick toggles and your notifications. And then if we swipe down again, that's going to bring you to all of your little quick toggles, and you can go ahead and turn on the things that you desire, turn them off, hit the little pin right there to be able to customize them to your liking, put them in the order in which you want them in. Go ahead and hit settings, and this is going to take you straight to your settings. As you can see, we've got that Android Oreo consolidated list of settings. Now, if we go into, Let's see, where is memory? Because I want to see more settings. Okay, here we are. So if we go to memory, and let's see. All right, ladies and gents. So interestingly enough, I'm not able to find exactly the amount of gigs that the preloaded applications are taking up. I know it's somewhere. It's buried deep in the bowels of the settings. I'll find it somewhere, but I can't seem to find it here at the moment. But here, if we just go to About Device and go to Status, and we've got SIM status, i.e. my information. Okay, let's go to Hardware Information, and we're going to see number of cores, CPU frequency, ROM, 32 gigs. Okay, so if I tap on that, RAM, 3 gigs, screen resolution, 720 by 1520. Screen size, 6.19, 6.2 inches. And let's see, security patch level, November 6th, 2018. And so that is the most recent security patch. Android version, Oreo. All right. So there's that for all you ladies and gentlemen that just wanted some clarification on that. All right. Now, if we long press on the display, that's going to bring us up to menu, widget, and effect. And then at the bottom we have wallpaper, arrange, search, and desktop settings. So if we just go to desktop settings real quick, and then we've got desktop loop, notification dots, which is on, so that whenever you get a notification, then that little red dot that you see right on the Google, that's going to be an indicator that you've got a notification. That's what the notification dot is. All right. Now, quick screen lock, quick gesture, desktop mode, desktop layout, and hide applications. All right, now, if you go to effect, here's where we can change our transition effect. And so, as opposed to the regular side scrolling, you have cube, you have depth of field, you have fade in, you have fan, you have flip, which I'm a fan of flip. You've got jump, lean, or melt. And wave. Wow, they seem like they've added some. Okay, so I'm going to just rock with the flip. And I'm going to just rock like that. Now, if you want to add widgets to your screen, then you've got a bunch of different widgets down here that are at the bottom. And so that's and you just long press on those and just move it up to the screen where you want it. And then menu, again, if you want to change your wallpaper or arrange your applications or search for something, then that is where you are able to do that. All right, y'all. So let's go ahead and scroll through some of the applications really quickly and just take it to Amazon real quick. Just open up a few apps, see what we're dealing with as far as the speed when it comes to how quickly this thing is able to open applications. Now, like I said, we do have a MediaTek Helio P22 processor, and I believe that that is an equivalent to the Snapdragon 626 or the Snapdragon 630 processor, if I'm not mistaken. And so you should look to get similar experience from this processor that you would get out of those two Snapdragon processors, just to name a couple of processors to compare to this particular processor, if you will. All right, so let's go to Chrome really quickly. Accept and continue. Yeah, that is yeah. Okay. And so then you got the Chrome browser as well on here if you didn't want to rock with Opera. But I mean, you see buttery smooth thus far. And let's just go to the Google suite here. Okay, same thing. Go to Gmail. Got it. Okay, just pops right open. Let's go to Maps. And Maps just pops right open. And Let's take it to YouTube real quick. Okay. Oh, yeah, let's update that real quick. Okay, hold up. I'm gonna let that update. Boom. Okay. I watch a lot of YouTube on my phone, and so I got to make sure that I have the most updated version possible. All right. Now, you see in YouTube, this is how we're just breezing right through these applications, or just breezing through a lot of the stuff that's on here. And you can see a lot of sports stuff, a lot of stuff on phones. Now, I want to try out these speakers back here, and as you can see, I got the case on, but we got the cutout for the 2 speakers back there. And so I'm gonna queue up one of my videos, and let's go to my channel and videos, and I want to see how these speakers sound. All right, so let's go to my red hydrogen one.
We've got one shot at this, and I need the best team.
I've got 4 people whose lives depend on me.
Any time people venture into the...
All right.
Hey, what's going on YouTube family? This your man Pristine back with another video. Welcome to the dedicated camera video for the Red Hydrogen 1. Now before I roll the tape here, I just wanted to share something with you guys that I thought was a pretty interesting discovery. Alright, so let's get right to it. Now, throughout the course of this video, as for electronic image stabilization, because of the fact that they
sounds good. Sounds nice and clear. It's rich. It's got some, you know, it's kind of bassy. It's a little bit bassy. Okay. Okay, so it's not a dual speaker setup in the back. The speaker's actually on the left here. Okay. Huh. But it sounds good nonetheless. Sounds very good. Actually kind of surprised by that. All right, so that answers your questions. If you're curious to know if those 2 little speaker grills on the back were speakers, it would have been nice if they both were, but we just have 1 speaker. But again, it is really loud. You shouldn't have a problem hearing it, and that leads me to believe that notification sounds, ringtones and stuff like that, you probably shouldn't have a problem hearing those things. Now, if your phone is laying on a flat surface like that, then, well, let's see. Okay. Let's go back to that real quick. Ah. Okay, even if you turn it up. Wow. Okay, so yeah, if your phone is laying down, then it is going to muffle the sound greatly. And so, yes, that's probably going to be a problem for your notifications and your ringtones, because a lot of times when our phones are sitting on surfaces, they're sitting on their backs. Now, if you are the type to have your phone on its face, then you're probably not going to have a problem hearing your notification sounds or your ringtone. But again, that is and has always been one of the main problems with having speakers on the back of devices. So, you know, you guys got to be the judge as to whether or not that's something that would be an annoyance to you. Me personally, not really a big deal. I mean, this phone was $100, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I can't really knock that. You know what I mean? You're still getting an excellent value here for the price. All right. Now, let's see what the camera's looking like. All right, y'all. And just really quickly before I open up the camera app, I do like the fact that we do have the double tap to put the phone to sleep. and double tap to wake. Now, when the screen is locked, if you just want to hit those three little icons right there, then what that's going to do is it's going to bring up settings, and then you can hit that, and this is just your lock screen settings. And so you could actually kind of toggle what you want to be able to do with your lock screen. And so you've got choose a local wallpaper, double click on the lock screen, and this is a local wallpaper or assistive function. And so you're able to do some things with this particular device. All right. Now, fingerprint sensor, it's in the right place, and let's see how fast it takes to open. The actual setup, oh, gotta press it. Let's see. Okay, so it's not one of those ones where you barely tap it. I mean, you're definitely gonna have to place your finger on it and rest it there for a quick second, but it definitely works. All right, now let's launch the camera app. All right, so as you can see here, we have video, face beauty, photo, backlight, panorama, and group selfie. And again, ladies and gentlemen, we've got a 13 megapixel selfie camera, LG V40 here on the mount, me in the background, and man, that looks really, really good. Now, with the group selfie, it changes the camera angle to a 120-degree wide angle view. So you're really able to get a lot in the shot. All right. So pretty good looking selfie as far as the picture quality goes. All right. Now, let's go back and see what we got here. Okay, so here, okay, so these are the different modes that we've got: professional, time lapse, slow motion, group selfie, and face emoji. And so face emoji is that cool little feature where you can basically take a picture of your face, and or it's going to scan your face. We do have Face ID on this device as well, if you were wondering about that. And so should be able to do some fun things with face emoji. I'm actually looking forward to setting that up. All right, now here is the flash. We're going to keep that on auto. Okay, here's our portrait, and you can see, well, I don't know if you guys can see that effect, but when I hit portrait mode, depending on how far away or close to my face I'm holding it, then you'll start to see the screen blur. And then obviously when I take the picture, the camera's going to focus in on the subject, which is me or the V40 on the tripod here. And then you just press that to get out of portrait mode. Now, when you hit that little icon right there, then you've got these different filters to be able to adjust the different lighting and color effect. All right, and then here are our settings. And so under the settings, we've got capture mode. What's that? Auto scene, front mirror, sound, picture size, countdown, geotagging, guidelines. What's that? Anti-banding, volume keys. I don't have those programmed to do anything, which is why that's blacked out. And then restore. And so if you set up some stuff and you want to restore it, then you just hit restore, and it's going to go right back to the default setting. All right. So let's get out of that, and you just simply swipe right or left on the screen to go back and forth from the primary rear cameras or the selfie camera. Now, I'm going to take a photo here. I've got my my Canon EOS M50 here, and I've got my iPhone XR product red right next to it. Lightning fast shutter speed. And ladies and gentlemen, there's the photo. And that is a damn good looking photo. As I mentioned, we've got a 13 megapixel primary sensor and a 2 megapixel sensor for AI in-depth information. So definitely stay tuned, because you guys already know I'm going to have a dedicated camera video that I'm going to be doing for this particular device. Man, that camera is, man, it is. All right, man, I just had to take another one. That is really good. And of course, you know, I'm under these lights. I'm hella hot right now, man. I mean, I make sure that the lighting is excellent. So it's great lighting condition right now. And a lot of these cameras that come out in 2018, a lot of them are pretty good, especially in good lighting. But where some of the question starts to lie is when you start to get in questionably lit areas like dim or low light situations. And so I'll definitely test that out. We do not have 4K recording on this device. We can only record at 1080p at 30 frames per second, which is okay with me. We don't have NFC, which to me is also not really a big deal, just because I am so used to just, you know, doing things how you typically do them. You know what I'm saying? I mean, but for those of you that would have preferred NFC, we do not have it here on the Blu Vivo XL4. Now, another thing really quickly, if we pop into settings and you're curious to know about all the new features and functions that this phone does, then they make it easy for you. Rather than having to scroll through all the different settings trying to find this or that, what you do is you just hit settings, or you just hit features. And this was another thing that we saw featured on the Blu Vivo 11 Plus, which I thought was a nice touch, because all the things that you are curious about that the phone does, this is going to tell you right here. Okay, so we've got front camera portrait, group selfie, portrait effect, Face ID, power management, fingerprint security, split screen, new navigation mode, and notch screen gesture, which I've already displayed for you guys. And that's the whole thing when you just swipe down from the left to get rid of the notch, and then swipe back up to get you back to that 19:9 aspect ratio. So 18:9 aspect ratio, 19:9 aspect ratio. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is all I've got for the time being for the Blu Vivo XL4. This is a pretty compelling package, especially given the price point. As I mentioned at the top of the video, holiday season, I know a lot of people are going to be looking for gifts. I know that cell phones are going to be a very sought after gift this holiday season. This may be one that you want to take a look at, especially given the price point. You're definitely getting a lot here, and I think that this is a great value. All right, so if you like this video, please hit that thumbs up button. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe to the channel to expose yourself to tons of more videos that I plan on doing like this one, and to expose yourself to the whole vast library of videos that I've done before. Be sure to hit that notification bell so that every time I publish a video, you will be the first to get the notification that, hey, Pristine Tech just uploaded something new, and you can go ahead and check it out right there on the spot, or whenever you get a free moment. Drop your questions, comments, or any type of feedback that you may have down in the comments section, or message me. You guys know how to get a hold of me. I'll do my absolute best to respond to your questions or comments or feedback. And any information that I've missed, I'll be sure to try to feature that information in future videos that I do for these devices. All right? So you guys already know, man. Please stay safe in 2018. Get spiritually fit. We're definitely living in the last days. Have a happy holiday season, and keep it pristine in every aspect of your lives. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace.